Hello, Taurus. This is Steph at Finding You Tarot, and this is a weekly reading for the final week of 2023. So, this is good for the 25th to the 31st of December. Been a tough old year, I think, for many people, and across the world as well. And so, I think a lot of us will be really glad to see the back of 2023, and the first card that flew out of the deck was the Devil. It was interesting actually. Capricorn had the Devil in the same position but had it in the reverse, and I don't read reversals. My decks are not do not have reversals. So there's I think there's something about considering sorry, excuse me, our patterns of behavior here. What we tie ourselves to that causes us difficulty and toxicity and pain. Okay. Yeah. The Seven of Cups. It feels like there's a sort of illusionary energy going on here with the Devil and the Seven of Cups. You know, those Seven of Cups is about choices, but they're kind of choices that we sometimes make for the wrong reasons. So I feel as though, Taurus, there's a really strong sense here of you wanting to make better choices for yourself, for the right reasons, rather than being, seduced by a thing or a person that is not ultimately going to offer us the stability and the security and the respect. And I feel like respect is a really important thing here that we deserve. The Devil is no respecter of the person. The Devil just wants to take and take and take until that person is just an empty husk. Something about materialism here, Taurus, that that you've maybe looked in all the wrong places for fulfillment, but you're having a new, there's an epiphany about this for you. There's a new way of thinking here. If this isn't you, this could be somebody around you whose actions have really affected you, or you're seeing them and their actions in a very, very different way. This feels like a very fluid reading. What we're going out of is Temperance. That's interesting. I wonder if you've spent a lot of time considering this in the last year or so, because there's a healing around it with Temperance. There's a balance around it. So, maybe not really telling you anything you don't already know about engaging in patterns and desires that are not healthy. Yeah. And then we're going into Pisces energy. So we're Sagittarius. This is interesting. We've got Sagittarius, Capricorn, and then we've missed out Aquarius, and we go to Pisces. So this is a real kind of 4-month completion here. There's a real completion feeling to what feels like. Sorry, I had COVID for a couple of weeks. So I've still got a bit of a lingering cough, which is pestering me occasionally. There is something here about timing. There's something here about timing and a completely new way of seeing things. You know, you've got the Hanged Man, so he's got this new perspective, and you've got the Ace of Swords. So it's almost like you've got your new perspective, which has come via a period of reflection, of healing, of, I think, really beginning to understand what it is that you want and, crucially, what you don't want. And now it's like this is the moment to really begin to articulate this, or to put it in the world, to give it that space to breathe in the world now. But you might feel as though you have to let some stuff go in the short term. Be worth it though. Look at that. I think there's a bit of an eye on the prize thing going on here, Taurus. Because, you know, you're being taken from the devil energy of, you know, sort of being depleted to overflowing abundance, companionship, family, security, stability. It feels like it's a massive shift, but it's all to do with how you think about your needs here, and rejecting those things that I think you've perhaps in the past put too much store in. You know, I mean, I almost feel like I got a little message actually just before the Ten of Pentacles flew out, of making space, of getting rid of stuff. You know, it could be that you're in this kind of, you might find yourself in a, I mean, I know, you know, at the end of the year we kind of go, I'm going to declutter and everything, but it might feel like quite a kind of brutal declutter. It's like, right, no, I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this. Why have I got this stuff? I feel as though there's a really strong pull towards you minimizing your life. That, and I think you've been doing that. You know, you've got 7 cups there, all full of stuff, but here we've got 2 cups full of water, being, you know, sort of harmoniously poured back and forth. It's like I think you've chosen those cups, and now there's a bit of an implementation phase of right, okay, what is it in my life that needs to go now, because it's going. That's it. And you know, and when you do that, you make space for your 10 of Cups, you know, sorry, for your 10 of Pentacles to come in. And I'm also just getting that this might facilitate a house move for some of you as well. It could be that you move somewhere that feels less showy, but actually you can make more of it. You can make it into a home, rather than it just feeling like a showroom. Yeah, there's a definite here. There's a real change in how you want to present yourself to the world, how you want to say to the world, this is my worth. And it's much more about you rather than what you have. But in that, I think there's a great deal of happiness, abundance, and companionship available to you. It's like, it's just, it's like you're peeling off some layers here. Really like it for you, Taurus. Really like it for you. This is great stuff. You know, and this is big stuff as well, because these are major arcana right across the centre of the reading. Yeah. Yeah. You're peeling away the layers to get at you. And you know what? That's what we're here for. So, Taurus, great reading. Have a wonderful end of the year. Have a peaceful and blessed 2024. And I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.